Ladies and gentlemen, please face the flagpole behind you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the national anthem performed by Miss Daria Fatimi.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we'd watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, and please be seated. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Nancy Teed, Interim Superintendent of Schools for the Tuxedo Union Free School District.
Good evening. It is an honor and pleasure to be able to speak to the graduates tonight on this wonderful occasion. I would like to thank their parents, grandparents, and all the other family members and friends who have joined us tonight to celebrate this accomplishment. I would also like to thank the members of the Board of Education who work tirelessly all year long on behalf of our students and community, ensuring we provide the best education possible to all those who attend our programs. Please join me in acknowledging the following Board of Ed members. Our Board President, Mrs. Joanne Vernon. Mrs. Diane Petrosky, our Vice President. Unfortunately, she could not attend tonight, but sends her sincere congratulations. Our Board of Education members, Dr. David Kaufer, Dr. Ray Barone, Mr. Ed Davila, Mrs. Meg Vaught, and Mrs. Allison Arbor. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge our administration, Mr. Jason Schrammel, our principal, and to my left, Mr. Eric Sorensen, our assistant principal. I'd like to thank both of them for all of their efforts on a daily basis on behalf of our students, our faculty, and staff. You work diligently to make sure the needs of all are met so that the district can operate in a smooth, professional manner. We thank you. To you, the parents of the students, your support throughout their entire educational journey is one that should be recognized and applauded. We could not do our jobs without the wonderful partnership that we have developed with you. Your children are our children, and that is what makes Tuxedo such a unique school community. To the faculty and staff, every day you see these students and have created everlasting relationships that cannot be rivaled in any other school district. This is really quite evident tonight. by the presence of our teachers from kindergarten through 12th grade behind our students. You'll see them up there, as well as the staff who's joined us. These teachers chose to participate in the celebration of your children as they move on to the next step in their journey. This is a first in all of the years that I have been here to have all of the staff in attendance, and I'm truly grateful for their dedication and support to our students and their families. Each of these people that you see here before you tonight has had an impact on your child's education. This is what makes Tuxedo the special place that it is. To the students, I would like to speak to you about how first impressions can impact all of us. As you move on in life, you're going to be faced with many first impressions. These could occur at college or at a place of employment, and I truly believe I can add a little insight as to how first impressions may throw us off a bit. You probably have all heard the saying, "Don't judge a book by its cover." Well, that holds so true. I would like to share a brief personal experience, I promise it's brief, that I had many years ago, and it's tied to first impressions. After college, I was applying for positions and obtained an interview, while at the same time I was taking a course in Westchester to further my knowledge. The interview was scheduled toward the end of July, and it was all confirmed for the date and time. I carefully planned it out and allowed myself plenty of time to make sure that I would arrive at the interview early. I did the best that I could to look professional, actually changing into my interview suit in my car coming from my class in 95-degree heat, just to be there early. To my surprise, the person I was supposed to interview with could not be found. Now, originally, I was really determined that I would be able to make a great first impression. I would go into the interview very confident and show that I was a qualified candidate and the right person for the job. I waited and waited at this location for over an hour, hoping the staff could locate the person I was supposed to have the interview with. After a while, the staff gave up looking, so I proceeded to go home. During my hour drive home, I thought long and hard. Does this place want me? Maybe they think I'm not as qualified for the position as they initially thought. Do I really want to work there anyway? Then I started looking at the situation from a different perspective. Maybe it was some kind of misunderstanding, and there was a rational explanation as to what happened. Lo and behold, I received a phone call that night, and there was indeed a miscommunication regarding the time and day of the interview. I proceeded to schedule the interview for the position again the following day, and all went as planned. I'm happy and delighted to say that this interview occurred here 18 years ago in Tuxedo. And this is not in any way meant to emphasize a negative experience. Rather, it is meant to reinforce how first impressions can sometimes fool us. Things happen, and that's reality. I only shudder to think that if I had driven home and made the decision not to go back for another interview, based on my first impression, I would not have had the chance to experience all the things that I have experienced up to this point. I feel blessed to have had the opportunities afforded to me by this district, and I'm sincerely grateful for all that I have. The moral of this story is that yes, first impressions are important and can make lasting impressions. However, things may not always be as they appear. One could have had the first impression that the district was uncaring and thoughtless, but in truth, this is one of the most caring, nurturing school districts that I've ever been associated with. Many of you may have envisioned what this school year was going to be like prior to the start of the school year. This year was certainly a very unique one, as we had a very different look. I have to state how proud I am of this class, each and every one of them. You rose to the occasion and you all became much closer, more supportive, and ultimately role models for all of the other grade levels in the high school. You were initially part of the launch of our STEM program and helped get George F. Baker to where it is today. You participated in the STEM challenges, working in teams, serving as the students with the experience and the know-how to get others through it. You looked out for each other and your fellow students and created a vibrant, passionate learning atmosphere. The first impression could have been very different, but you gave our school a chance, working closely with your teachers and staff, and for that I sincerely thank you. Look at what we have accomplished. I think of the first building-wide field trip to Cruckers, our scary haunted hallways, the extraordinary performance of The Wizard of Oz, to the Disney trip, and of course the spring fling. I look at many of you and recall seeing you walk through the doors of kindergarten scared to death of what school would be like. You made it through, gave it your best effort, and got to this point, which is an outstanding accomplishment. Please know that each of you has added something very special to our school community, and we will cherish that forever. When you move on, don't let first impressions fool you. Take a step back and really think about them. It is not always as it seems in the beginning. Be patient and give things a chance, because sometimes the best outcomes can come from tough beginnings. To quote Wayne W. Dyer, change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. As you move on in your journey, there will always be a place you're striving to get to. It is all about working hard and dedicating yourself to commit to doing what you want to do. As Beverly Sills puts it, and I quote, "There are no shortcuts to any place worth going." Nothing in this world comes easily, least of all success. You will get to where you're going and obtain that job that leads to a wonderful career eventually. Just store this in your mind that in order to achieve that job of your dreams, it takes perseverance and sometimes working at jobs that we consider to be stepping stones. Do these jobs with grace and dignity, because although no one may be watching you the whole time you are working, you will know inside that you gave your best effort to any task given to you. This builds character, morals, and ethics, and people acknowledge these qualities when they observe them consistently. Many people may think that your generation has everything handed to you. Well, prove them wrong. As you spin the advances of technology and the ability to collaborate with peers or coworkers to a new level. When you find that niche and that inside voice tells you, this is what I was meant to do, you will realize that all of your hard work and dedication have paid off. Every successful person in this world was not afraid of hard work. You will, without a doubt, keep your heads held high and work to pursue that dream you have of accomplishing your goals. Your parents have prepared you, your teachers have prepared you, and you have prepared yourself to take that leap into the next phase of your life. Don't forget where you came from and continue to make us all proud. Strive to make good first impressions. Congratulations to all of you, and may your journeys into the future be exceptional ones. You are truly an outstanding class of students. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Teed. The students seated behind me would not be here this evening if it weren't for a number of people who have helped them along the way. Therefore, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge those individuals. I would like to ask that all the members of our faculty, past and present, please stand and be recognized. From kindergarten with Ms. Meekins to the senior office with Mrs. Oliva and Mrs. Dixon. From adding 9+1 with Ms. Bloom and learning their spelling words with Mrs. Caparel and Mrs. Chisona. To quadratic equations with Mr. Worth and writing thematic essays with Mr. Stover and Ms. Jones. Our teachers have been and always will be there for our students. The passion that our teachers have for teaching is reflected in our students and exemplified by their attendance here on stage. We thank you. We thank you for everything you have done for our students and everything that you have done for our school and community. The students before us have been very fortunate to have the support of their community. Our students are our community's past, its present, and its future. Without our students, our community would not be the same. I would like to recognize and thank everyone from the community for their support, and a special thanks to those community organizations who are presenting awards this evening. These community organizations have a long tradition of generosity and support. They have worked with our students on numerous levels, from elementary school through high school. Therefore, I would like to thank them for their continued interest, involvement, and support of our students. We are extremely proud of each and every one of our students and their academic achievement, as well as their involvement in service to the community. For every student before you here this evening stands a team of individuals who have inspired, encouraged, challenged, and cheered for them along the way. On behalf of our graduates, I would also like to thank all the mentors, the coaches, the scout leaders, neighbors, business owners, civic leaders, our bus drivers, school aides, custodians, monitors, teachers, administrators, Board of Education members, and the many other that provided both direct and indirect support for our students. Most importantly, I would like to thank the parents, the grandparents, the brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, and all those that have helped raise and support these students throughout the years. Thank you. You have forced them to go to bed early and yanked them out of bed when they slept too late. You've packed their lunches and made their dinner, from cheering in the stands at sporting events or anxiously watching in the audience. You've checked their homework not once but twice, and always ran out to get the goodies for the bake sale or the supplies for the science fair project they forgot to tell you about. Parents, your love and support has made this evening possible, so thank you. Tonight's ceremony is also a very large undertaking, and I would like to thank the following people and ask them to stand and be acknowledged for their hard work in making tonight's ceremony possible. Mr. Matt Takeuchi. Mrs. Carol Marish. Mrs. Bonnie Takeuchi. Mrs. Anissa Kurian. Mr. Peter Head. Mrs. Debbie Irond. Mrs. Kathy Bacigalupo. Mr. Eric Sorensen. And Miss Nancy Teed. To Doug Kolvenbach, Kevin Flynn, and the Tuxedo Operations and Maintenance Department, the Tuxedo Ambulance Corps, the Tuxedo Fire and Police Departments, we would also like to thank you for all of your help. Graduates, it's your turn. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. But before you do, don't you feel like you just left Miss Oliver's office freshman year to make sure you got that one elective you wanted? Fast forward, it's the first day of senior year. Remember seeing all the freshmen scurrying around looking for their lockers or their classes? Do you remember the crush on that one individual you met during freshman year orientation? Fast forward, it's your 10-year reunion. You reminisce about the glory days. You were the great defender on the soccer team, the middle hitter finishing off in that spike to end the game, or that vocalist that sung and still sings at every event. Your Generation Z, a generation with its widespread usage of the internet from a young age. YouTube, social media, the instant gratification age. Events in your life will flash by in an instant, just like commercials. Unless you have Hulu Plus. I stuttered there a little bit, right? The Under Armour or Geico ads, the Apple Music commercial featuring Taylor Swift, the Game of Thrones trailers. These advertisements do exactly what they're meant to do. Stick in our minds. The executives in these advertising firms constantly try to find ways to make you remember, to make everlasting memories. Life, high school, your childhood. Each are as lightning quick as a commercial break during Modern Family, but they are what are inevitably ingrained in our memories. Don't blink, be careful, life moves pretty fast. As you grow older, you'll find out it's the details that count. Remember, however, it's the little things that make up life. Make sure you take the time to enjoy these little things. Logic's lyrics at the Terminal 5, pictures with Ben Stiller and Adam Sandler, Belleville for ice cream, karaoke night at Rhodes, late nights at Walmart, the senior girls beach trip, college visits, sections in volleyball, finals in girls basketball, all the Sweet 16s, and countless nights on the couch scrolling through YouTube and relaxing in people's basements. There is always a place in our hearts that longs for the plastic blow-up pool in our next-door neighbor's yard, or the smell of fresh-cut grass when stepping onto an athletic field, or the sounds of our friends and teachers talking and exploring in class. Childhood memories, high school memories, and memories yet to be had are all made up of an intricate combination of details. The first day of school sneakers, the funny dress the 8th grade teacher wore on her second day of school, the color of the bruise left from the slide into third, the dive on the gym floor, or that small fall you took at a Project Adventure expedition. To catch the details, we cannot let life pass by like so many fast-rapping Macklemore, Kanye, or Drake songs. Catching everything is only possible with your eyes and ears wide open. Don't blink. Missing the little things is easy if you don't stop to look around once in a while. Picture that slumber party. Yes, I understand you're a little old for that now, but humor me a bit. Home Alone is on TBS. No commercials, but no curses, but there are commercials. It's a great movie, so it's worth suffering through all the commercials. Okay, great, commercial break. You run to the kitchen to refill sodas or grab more food. Once you reach the kitchen door, you hear it. It's the freecreditreport.com commercial. You run back to catch it and oops, you missed it. It's over. It was just 30 seconds. I started here 9 years ago. I covered prep periods for your 4th grade teachers. We translated our names into hieroglyphics. Do you remember that? And now, poof, we're all here again, on the front steps of George F. Baker High School. I'm your principal, and you are about to graduate high school. That's how fast life goes. Life goes real fast. In a flash, you go from being the intimidated freshman scared to ordering pizza from a senior at Mariano's, dinner at Rhodes, or a tub of popcorn at the Lafayette Theater. Now you cause the little kids to send their parents to the counter to get snow caps. The honors, the setbacks, and the successes in between, they all go by in a blink of an eye. Don't blink. Everything's too important. You could miss it. Mini Coopers, Subarus, Toyotas, Hondas, Jeeps. Events in our lives can only be taken because of your vehicles. Your car or your parents' car serves you well. It trucks in your bags, your instruments, your sports equipment, your friends. It's your escape. Whether to Dunkin' Donuts during 5th period lunch or early dismissal, it gets you to where you want to go. More often than not, in a rush. And while rushing to the places we desire most is commonplace, once they go by, they're gone forever. There are no road signs in life. All too soon you'll be trading in that Mazda for your first lease Tesla. Shots don't always help. The ride is always full of bumps. Don't spend your time looking in the rearview mirror. You may miss what's in front of you. Don't blink. Life will run you over. Enjoy the ride. Your shoes squeak as you walk the empty hallways after school from your locker to Mr. Schweitzer's student council meeting. Do you remember Miss Marish's use of language? Mr. Worth giving you a lecture on proper ping pong technique or the way he grips a handlebar on a roller coaster. Mr. Stover laughing at his own jokes. The way Mr. Margada says chocolate or glue. Mrs. Hines' Instagram obsession with almost anything. Or Miss McGowan's never-ending parade of animals through the building. Walking through these halls with all the passing faces, I ask you, what do you remember most? The people that love you, care for you, those seated in front and behind you. Those individuals that you identified as making an impact on your life. Without the lessons, the failures, and the successes, all of which build on each other, life is empty. You may not remember freaking out about the physics regions 3 years ago from now, or to set your alarm, or Miss Jones, automaticity. It's the bigger lessons in life that will impact you. You must, however, remember to pay attention to the little things, because to miss something is to waste something. Ferris Bueller said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Sometimes the images and faces are blurred. Sometimes they're ingrained in our memories. Always remember that you have promise, you have ambition, and you can make a difference. Don't blink. The future is in your hands. Be the change you want to see in life. To the class of 2016, I wish you the best of luck in the future. We're waiting to hear about the great changes you will make to our community and the world. Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. Thank you. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the salutatorian for the class of 2016, Ms. Isabel Mignano.
Good evening, faculty, family, friends, and the graduating class of 2016. This class has spent 13 years together. We are surrounded by people with whom we have made unforgettable memories. We are not only the class of 2016, but we are a family. We've been through our childhood and adolescence together, from the first day of kindergarten to the last day of high school. The moments we have with each other are memories that will last forever. We began in kindergarten listening to Mrs. Meekin sing Baby Beluga, a song we'll remember forever. Our first field trip was apple picking. In first grade, our favorite game was the scribble game, and we were on our best behavior trying to earn golden tickets in second grade. In third and fourth grades, we weren't on our best behavior, but Mrs. Rush and Mrs. Caparel prepared us well for fifth grade. In fifth grade, we were always laughing in Mrs. Rhoda's classroom. In sixth grade, we planted a tree in Circle Field that's still growing today and will continue to thrive as proof that we were once here. We first experienced locker trouble in seventh grade, all of us working together to help friends get their books and get to class on time. We also went to the Culinary Institute of America, our favorite middle school field trip, and I'm not surprised because we all love to eat. During 8th grade, our last year in elementary school, we learned that Miss Sorella and Mr. Layton were engaged. This came as a surprise, but we were all happy to hear that two of our favorite teachers were getting married. We took a picture on the GGM front steps, graduated middle school, and then we were all off to high school together. At first, most of us were timid freshmen, absolutely clueless, especially when competing with the upperclassmen during pep rally. Slowly, we became more comfortable through the encouragement of upperclassmen and teachers who told us to get involved. In sophomore year, we were confident. We felt like we had a place in the school, on our teams, and in the classroom. We played sports together, did musicals together, and joined clubs together. Junior year, we learned the meaning of family. We were studying for SATs, ACTs, and APs. Everyone told us, this is the year that really counts, and we worked hard. It was a difficult year to say the least, but we relied on each other to carry us through it all, and that's what makes us so special. Good times come and go, but memories last forever. We are the class that organized the junior prom in 2 weeks because we worked together. It was a success. We continue to make more memories this year. Senior year has been my favorite year of high school. This year, through circumstance beyond our control, we returned to the same group of children who began kindergarten so many years ago. Like family, we are back together. Some of my favorite days were spent on the court with my volleyball team, becoming division champs, something I'll never forget. We are surrounded by our closest friends doing our closest activities. Our classes were small and special. Our teachers showed us that they wanted the best for us. Mr. Worth even promised our AP Calc class a fancy dinner if we all received 3s on our AP test. It doesn't get better than that. I think I speak for all of us when I say one of our best high school memories was the senior trip to Disney and Universal with two of the best chaperones, Mrs. Marish and Mr. Worth. Mrs. Marish, I would like to say thank you for everything you've done for this class. Without you, we wouldn't have some of these memories. You are the woman behind the scenes making sure everything is running smoothly, and for that reason, we've had such an incredible senior year. Disney was one big family vacation. We played games in the airport, ate breakfast together, waited on long lines, had rap battles on the bus, and of course, we didn't want our senior trip to end. We were happy and enjoying our time together. After the senior trip, senioritis took over. Let's face it, senioritis started last year on the first day of school, but we still had to graduate. The countdown to graduation began, and now we're finally here. We have made lasting friends and lifetime memories during our time here at Tuxedo. Both are irreplaceable. What we have is real and special, and it can't be found in any other school. Charles Dickens began his novel Great Expectations with, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times." And we have had the best of times, we have had the worst of times, but we have always handled these times as a family. At this time, I would like to thank those who have supported me through my high school journey. I'd like to thank God, my parents, my brothers and sisters, my church family, Mr. Schrammel, who has always been one of my greatest supporters, Mrs. Marish, Mr. Worth, Miss Jones, my coaches, and of course, my volleyball girls. You have encouraged me to work hard, give my best, and pursue what I believe. Tuxedo is where I grew up. It's my home. High school has been 4 years of memories that will last forever. Cherish the memories we have made. I will never forget them. Whatever you do in the future, enjoy it, work hard, and remember to be happy. Tuxedo will always be a place you can call home. It has been an incredible 4 years, and I'm glad I spent it here with you. Once a tornado, always a tornado. Behind us are memories, besides us are friends, and before us are our dreams. From the bottom of my heart, good luck, class of 2016. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the guest speaker. When Dr. Barone first attended classes at the Tuxedo School District, cartons of milk cost 3 cents and cafeteria lunches were 35 cents. With inflation, by the time he departed for college, milk cartons cost 10 cents and school lunches were 50 cents. Dr. Barone graduated from George F. Baker High School with a high honor average as a member of the National Honor Society, as president of Student Council, and as the captain of several athletic teams, to include the basketball team that won the state sectionals. He is proudest, however, of winning the Joseph E. Smith Athletic Award because, as he puts it, Joe was a scholar athlete who all students should strive to emulate. Upon graduating from Siena College with a degree in accounting, Dr. Barone entered military service where he completed both airborne and ranger schools. He retired honorably as a lieutenant colonel from the U.S. Army after almost 21 years of service as a combat arms officer. In August 1999, after a brief stint in Hollywood, he was employed by the Department of Physical Education at the United States Military Academy, West Point. In November 2004, Dr. Barone completed a doctorate in education from Columbia Teachers College. In June 2010, he was selected to coach the United States men's boxing team in the inaugural Youth Olympics held in Singapore. In addition to working with the Special Olympics, Dr. Barone has mentored West Point cadets in both the honor, mentorship, and professional military ethics programs, and has served as a member of the Tuxedo Board of Education from 2004 to 2016. He has 3 children and 1 grandson. It gives me great pleasure to present Dr. Ray Barone, our commencement speaker.
You know, the great thing about being the commencement speaker is that you get to write your own introduction. So that was pretty good, huh, Bonnie? Where's Bonnie? Is that good, Bonnie? I'm going to ask you to help me as a barometer on this, what I'm going to say. You know, 3 cents a carton, that was something. You know, for 15 cents, you got to milk every day for 5 days. So, okay, so what can I say to this group? I was in your shoes some time ago, as you look in the schedule there. And I know you're anxious to receive your diploma, move your tassels, throw your hats into the air, and to then go do whatever it is you're going to do tonight. The last thing the last thing you want is to sit here and listen to some old guy like me tell you about the future. I got it because, again, I was in your shoes some time ago. I have several goals this evening. One is I want to keep this short. So if I start to drift a little bit, where's that salutatorian that introduced me? You just tell me to cut it and I'll cut it. I don't want to bore you because that's not what this is about. It's your graduation. And finally, I hope you take away one idea from what I say tonight. One idea, that's all. Boring. To keep from boring you, I've decided to talk about something which you are very familiar. I want to talk about you. Before I continue, I want you to realize that every one of you is special. No, I think you're very extremely special. You're graduating, you've accomplished a lot in your life so far, but there's a lot to go. In order to chat about the special you and to try to get some ideas across, I'm going to compare the game of life in which you are participating with the game of football. Now, I know George F. Baker doesn't have football because I went here, but I hope we all kind of have an idea of what I think America's new favorite pastime is. So as you might know, a football field starts on the goal line and goes for 100 yards to the other goal line. And in between there are 10-yard markers. So if you start at the 1 yard line, you go to the 10, the 20, 30, 40, 50, and then you go 40, 30, 20, 10 back to the other goal line. The game of life is an exceptional game because when the time on the clock runs out, and it's going to run out, you will make a touchdown, guaranteed. Every one of you will reach the other goal line. So when you look back over your shoulder to see the 100 yards behind you, that will be what your life is. That is your legacy. That is who you are. Right now, I believe that I'm across the 50. If the 50 is the halfway point, I'm across that. I'm about at the 35. I'm probably in the middle of the third quarter right now. And Bonnie, you're right there with me. So if you're laughing, well, you're right there. So, and now you, believe it or not, you have a lot to say on how you will make your touchdown. You have a lot to say in how you're going to do that. In fact, for the next 80 yards of your life, they're in your hands to decide how you're going to play them. Up till now, your life has pretty much been laid out for you. You had some choices in the matter, but not total control. Let me explain. Right now, you are about at the 20-yard line. And you're heading towards the 50, which is the halfway point. When your parents brought you into the world at your birth, you were at the starting goal line. Then you went to the kindergarten, so you're about at the 5. And then you finished elementary school, you're about at the 10. You finished middle school, you're at the 15. And right now, you're graduating. You're right about at the 20. And this was the minor leagues for the game of life. It formed the foundation. And as I said before, that was pretty much laid out for you. It was kind of planned by someone else. I mean, that was going to happen. However, as stated earlier, the next 80 yards are pretty much in your hands. You're going to decide how you live them. Now, a football coach enters a game with a strategy or a game plan. The team practices and prepares, and then when the game time comes, they're expected to perform. You know, there's quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, and all of that, and they're trying to get to the goal line to progress to get the touchdown. As you know, there are players on the other side, the linebackers, the linemen, etc., trying to stop them from scoring. You notice that as the game develops on the field, the team makes adjustments to their game plan and their strategy in order to try to score. They go to a huddle, the quarter ends, they go to halftime. If the team gets stopped and loses yardage, they don't quit, they don't lay down. They brush themselves off, take a look at how they made what mistake, and they get back in the game. Okay, so that's football. That's the basic what I'm going to compare it to. Okay, so now let's talk about you. From this day forward, because you're at the 20, you are the quarterback of your team. You're the one calling the shots. I encourage you to select your teammates and your coaches who will help you reach the other goal line. Teammates who you can depend on to throw that block when you need it, and coaches who can help you make adjustments in your game of life. Some of these coaches might be your parents, a sibling, a trusted friend, or a teacher. Whomever, someone you can trust help you shape your life plans. With that said, the most important thing you need to have from this day forward is a game plan, a strategy for how you're going to get to the goal line. Because when the clock runs out, you're going to be there. Now that you're calling the plays and don't want to be wandering aimlessly in the game of life and arrive at the goal line by accident. So what is an accident? You want to have a plan. You don't want to get there by accident. You know, an accident is something that's not supposed to happen. You borrow mom and dad's car, you go down to the Palisades Mall, you're talking maybe to someone, you're backing up, the music's blaring, and all of a sudden you get rear-ended by a fire hydrant. That's not supposed to happen. It's not planned. You want to have your life so that it's planned out for you. It'd be like going to New York City and you jump into a taxi cab and the cab driver says, "Where would you like to go?" And you say, "I don't care, wherever you want to take me." Or you get on a plane or you're at the ticket counter and you say, they ask you, well, where do you want to go? And you say, well, I really don't care. You want to have a plan for where you're going. Remember this. If you do not have a plan, there are enough people in this world who will try to tell you what your plan for your game of life should be. Moreover, there will always be people on the other team trying to stop you from succeeding. Remember this as well. It is okay to get dropped for a loss now and then, as long as you get yourself back up, brush yourself off, and get back in the game. Moves fast. Now, I know this has been stated before, but let me tell you, the game of life does move fast. One day you'll wake up and you'll be across the 50-yard line, maybe at the 35 like me, and cartons of milk will be $3 a piece instead of, I think they're 75 cents now. School lunches might be $7 instead of $2.65. And you might be asked to make a high school commencement speech. Yes, indeed, it'll go that fast. All right. Again, I didn't want to take up too much time. How am I doing, Salute? Am I okay? We're okay on time? I'm not boring anyone yet? Have I lost anybody? Buddy, we got a good pulse on it. We're still in it. The crowd's not bored. Okay. All right, as long as we're in there. Okay, I'm going to close this out anyway. You know, football is a great game. It is. I think it's America's new pastime. It really is. However, soccer is a great game in Europe. But the greatest game of them all is the one you are a key player in, and that's the game of life. And you're the one that's going to make your own decisions. Make them carefully. So, what do I want you to remember from what I'm saying about the game of life? Remember, I compared it to football. When the clock runs out, you're going to make a touchdown. What's behind you is your legacy. How you get to that touchdown is entirely up to you. You are the quarterback, and you will determine the play, how you're going to play those next 80 yards. So what you need to do is select your teammates wisely and your coaches, because they're the ones that will help you formulate your game plan to make adjustments. It is okay to get knocked down now and then, so as long as you get yourself up and get back in the game. That's life. Most importantly, if you get nothing else out of this, I know people, I'm starting to lose you a little bit. You can't talk more than five minutes. Have a game plan. Kind of know where you want to be in a couple of years. Hey, I want to finish college. I want to be a chef. I want to be a hairdresser. Whatever it is you want to do. Kind of have a plan, and then you can work off of that. Well, the 3 goals I had, I hope I kept. I hope I kept this relatively short. I hope I didn't bore you because I tried to talk about you. And I hope you take at least away one idea from what I've said. One last thing, because I know from my night, and I've seen other things when I graduated, and this is an important night to celebrate. After all, you are on the 20-yard line. If towards the end of the night you're feeling a bit drowsy, or your reflexes seem a little slow, please don't drive. Call your parents, call a friend, call a taxi. I'll tell you what, you call a taxi, and they bring you home, bring me the receipt, and I'll pay for it. Okay, as long as your home's like not in California or something like that. You come back home, you come home safely, I guarantee you I'll pay for it. Well, that's about it. You know, I did this, I was in your seat a long time ago, it seems like. But I want you to enjoy the game, and enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Barone. At this time, we would like to present a number of awards and scholarships to our graduating seniors. Ms. Teed, come join me on stage. First, our Valedictorian Award. This is presented to the senior with the highest 4-year academic record. Please join me in congratulating Madeline Doyle as Valedictorian of the class of 2016. The Salutatorian Award. This is presented to the senior with the second highest 4-year academic record. Please join me in congratulating Isabel Mignano as the Salutatorian for the class of 2016. this time, please welcome Mrs. Joanne Vernon to present the Tuxedo School Board Award.
This award is presented to the boy and girl in the senior class who have attained the highest standards of scholarship, leadership, and excellence of character. Please join me in congratulating Madeline Doyle and Matt Willens.
The Gold Academic Achievement Award is awarded to seniors who have a 4-year average of 90 or above. Please stand and be recognized when your name is called. Madeline Doyle. Isabel Mignano. Matthew Willens. Taylor Spivak. Tara Odell. Ron Wansey. The Silver Academic Achievement Award is awarded to seniors who have a 4-year average of 85 to 89. Please stand and be recognized when your name is called. Emma Miore. Yanni Lamberis. Kyla Dolan. Harrison Fu. Kristen Costello. Taylor McQuaid. Dylan Lohmeyer. Mastery in Mathematics. This is awarded to students who meet the requirements for a Regents Diploma with advanced designation, and they earn a score of 85 or better on 3 Mathematics Regents examinations. Please stand and be recognized when your name is called. Kristen Costello. Taylor Spivak. Madeline Doyle. Mastery in Science. This is awarded to students who meet the requirements for a Regents Diploma with advanced designation and earns a score of 85 or better on 3 Science Regents examinations. Please stand and be recognized when your name is called. Matthew Willens. Taylor Spivak. And Madeline Doyle. The Most Outstanding Career and Technical Student Award. This award is presented to a student attaining the highest average at the Career and Technical Academy. Please join me in congratulating Gabe Newby. Career and Technical Academy Award. This award is in recognition for the successful completion of a career and technical program. Please stand and be recognized when your name is called. Gabe Newby. Janya Squires. Travis Jennings. At this time, please welcome Mr. Stu Worth, who will present the Tuxedo Teachers Association Scholarship.
Good evening. It is my honor, on behalf of the Tuxedo Teachers Association, to present this year's TTA Scholarship to Madeline Doyle.
At this time, please welcome Mrs. Jennifer Creamer, who will present the Tuxedo PTO Scholarship.
Good evening. Each year, the PTO has the privilege of awarding 2 exemplary seniors a scholarship. It is nearly an impossible task to choose just 2 recipients from all of our great students, so I want to take this time to thank the committee of faculty who had to make this arduous decision. To share the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, what lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us. Both of these students have shown that what lies within them exemplifies both the qualities of scholastic excellence and dedication to school and community. Not only have these students been active members of the National Honor Society, but they have maintained their grades while committing themselves to multiple sports programs, being the only 2 students who have received the Triathlete Award. In addition, they have selflessly volunteered their time to their school, their fellow students, and their community, which is why it is with great honor, on behalf of the PTO, that I congratulate Ron Wanse and Isabel Minato and present each a scholarship for their outstanding achievement and dedication.
At this time, I would like to please welcome last year's Stage Parents of Tuxedo Scholarship Award winners, Leanne Navarro and Danny Chang, who will present the Spot Award.
Danny and I would like to take this opportunity to thank Stage Parents of Tuxedo as well as George F. Baker High School for having us back to present this award, and congrats to the graduating class of 2016.
Now, the Stage Parents of Tuxedo Scholarship is presented to 2 performing arts students who demonstrate the following character traits: showmanship, leadership, and the show must go on. Please join me in congratulating Matt Willens and Daria Fatima.
The New York State Comptroller, Thomas P. DiNapoli, could not be here this evening. On his behalf, it is my honor to present the 2016 Student Achievement Award. This is awarded to an outstanding student who has demonstrated leadership potential and a commitment to public service. Please join me in congratulating Isabel Mignano. Please welcome Interim Superintendent Ms. Nancy Teed, who will present the Superintendent's Award.
This award is presented to 2 seniors who exemplify the ideals of community service and the willingness to help others. Just briefly, these 2 seniors, on their trip at Disney, assisted in helping a lost child. I was so impressed to hear about it. They stayed with this child while other adults walked by this child, got the child to security with the help of their advisor, and the child was found. She was 5 years old, and I couldn't imagine if I were a parent and my child was lost. So hats off to you. The award goes to Taylor McQuaid and Nicole Rusilla.
The Principal's Award. This award is presented to a member of the senior class in recognition of their selfless service to their fellow classmates. This young lady embodies initiative and follow-through. This past year, she enrolled in a conversational Spanish independent study course. She spent 3 to 4 class periods a week out of her own time pushing into a Spanish 1 class and working with students who are struggling with the Spanish language. Please join me in recognizing and congratulating Tara Odell as this year's recipient. Please welcome Mr. John Landro as he presents the OCIAA Scholar Athlete Award, the Patricia and Anthony Parada Memorial Award, the Joseph J. Smith Memorial Award, the Madeline Napolitano Award, and the John O. Coach Mottola Memorial Scholarship.
Thank you. On behalf of all our coaches, I want to congratulate the class of 2016 and wish you all the best in the future. The OCIAA Scholar Athlete Award is presented by the Orange County Interscholastic Athletic Association to the top male and female seniors who have excelled in the classroom and on the athletic field. Please join me in congratulating Madeline Doyle and Matt Willens. The Patricia and Anthony Parada Memorial Award is awarded to a college-bound senior boy and girl who best represents Tuxedo in the community and on the athletic field. Please join me in congratulating Taylor Spivak and Matt Willens. The Joseph J. Smith Memorial Award is given in memory of Joseph Smith, class of 1964, for outstanding leadership, scholarship, character, and athletic ability. Please join me in congratulating Isabel Mignano and Ron Wansay. The Madeline Napolitano Award is presented to athletes for outstanding dedication and commitment to Tuxedo Athletics in memory of our longtime supporter and friend, Madeline Napolitano. Please join me in congratulating Kristen Costello and Dylan Lohmeyer. John O. Coach Mottola Memorial Scholarship in memory of John O. Coach Mottola, former athlete, teacher, and coach. His family presents this award to a college-bound male and female student for athletic achievement and sportsmanship. Please join me in congratulating Emma Miori and Freddie Squires. Thank you.
The Joseph Vanderbulen Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is in memory of Joseph Vanderbulen, graduate of class of 2008. This award is presented to a graduating senior who showed commitment to his or her academic achievement and personal growth in the face of adversity. Please join me in congratulating Janya Squires. At this time, please welcome Mr. Peter Head as he presents the Scott A. Lynch Memorial Scholarship.
the Scott A. Lynch Memorial Scholarship. The scholarship is given in memory of Scott A. Lynch, the class of 2006. It's presented to a student who has demonstrated a high level of involvement and participation in the performing and/or visual arts. Please join me in congratulating Taylor McQuaid.
The Tish Catatanero Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is presented to a graduating senior for involvement in drama and performing arts and school and community service. Please join me in congratulating Taylor Spivak. At this time, please welcome Mrs. Marie Castricone, who will be presenting the Patsy Pellegrino Scholarship, Sons of Italy, H.H. Rogers Cabrini Lodge.
I'm so happy to be here tonight with all of these very special graduates. I have known many of them since they started kindergarten at George Grant Mason. There are also a few that I've known since they were tiny babies, being pushed in a stroller, all dressed up for their very first Maplebrook Halloween. I wish you all a healthy journey, and to that end, I would encourage you to not only text LOL, but to actually laugh out loud as much as possible, because it truly is the best medicine there is. So I'm here to present the H.H. Rogers and Cabrini Order of the Sons of Italy in America, Patsy Pellegrino Scholarship. It is an honor to be a member of this organization. They have served the Tuxedo community for the past 90 years. This year we are proud to give this scholarship to a student who plans to pursue a career in nursing. Miss Tara Odell.
Please welcome Mr. Seth Spivak, who will be presenting the Eagle Valley Fire Department Scholarship.
Congratulations, graduates. Each year, the Eagle Valley Fire Company awards 2 scholarships to students that have demonstrated exceptional community service and leadership. It's my pleasure to announce the recipients are Kyla Dolan and Taylor Spivak.
The Tuxedo American Legion Post Number 293 Scholarship is awarded to graduating seniors who exemplify citizenship and dedication to our country. Please join me in congratulating Nicole Rosillo and Tara Odell. The MSG Varsity Scholarship is presented to a student for school spirit and/or involvement in production and media. Please join me in congratulating Yanni Lamberis. The Ramapo Valley Rotary Scholarship is awarded to a senior who demonstrates academic excellence, good citizenship, and service to school and community. Please join me in congratulating Tara Odell. Please give our seniors another round of applause. And now, under the direction of Mrs. Currian, some of our seniors will perform the musical selection, Bridge Over Troubled Water.
So hot.
I'll be your bridge over troubled water. When you're down, I will carry you like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, my Lord, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. I'll be your bridge on troubled water. When you're down, I will carry you like a bridge on troubled water. I will lay me down.
Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way.
See how they
shine. Oh, if you ever need a friend, look around
Thank you, choir. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my distinct honor to present to you the valedictorian of the class of 2016, Miss Madeline Doyle.
Good afternoon, students, faculty, families, friends, and good afternoon, class of 2016. I've been told that every good speech starts with a theme, so when I sat down to write this one, I tried to think of something that could capture everything I wanted to say about our time here in high school, and also all the times we have to come. So I was sitting in my room listening to the radio, and it wasn't until that vicious cycle of the same 10 songs repeated itself once again that the theme of music came to mind. Whether you notice it or not, music is a constant presence in all of our lives. We play it in our cars, we play it in stores, we play it in our homes, and we tried playing it in between periods, but we all know how that worked out. Music is something that will always be there and has the ability to transcend time, although Ms. Jones, I'm sorry I didn't get any of your 80s references. Music is constantly evolving with a genre for everyone to enjoy. Music unites people, bringing them together in times of happiness and sadness too. So when it came to writing this speech, I decided to take the songs that topped the charts during our time here in high school and use them as my guide. So now let's take it back. Freshman year, we all started from the bottom, not knowing who anyone was, what to expect, where teachers' classrooms were, if we were going to make a sports team, or simply how to decorate the hallways for pep rally. High school came in like a wrecking ball, but by June 2013, we were all walking out with new ideas, new friends, and ready to cruise through the next 3 years together. Sophomore year. Everyone tends to shake it off, because it's that awkward middle year where upperclassmen are still intimidating, but the "I'm only a freshman" excuse is no longer accepted. Our 10th grade year should not be taken lightly, as this is where we learned the way, and the blurred lines of high school turned into clarity. Here we began to discover who our friends were, what we were interested in, what subjects we liked, which ones we didn't, that there is in fact an O after the H in the word sophomore, and that the seniors win the pep rally no matter what, so we might as well not complain. Junior year. If anyone says they made it through junior year without a problem, they're lying. And for us, junior year was full of problems. Many of us learned the difficulty of APs, nights were spent studying for SATs and ACTs, bad blood was had, and in the end, the partition was hard. But we pushed through and showed that there is nothing we cannot overcome. Troubles aside, junior year was a year for growth. We stopped being followers and started to become leaders. We started thinking out loud, turning our ideas into actions, and instead of keeping them locked away. As upperclassmen, we tackled many responsibilities. Underclassmen started to look up to us, coaches became more reliant on us, and teachers expected more from us. And even after all that, we still managed to come out in style. This brings me to senior year. Class, I'm terribly sorry for the awful affliction you all suffered this past year, that affliction of course being senioritis. We all came into senior year stressed out, worrying about last-minute APs and college admission deadlines. And then January rolled around. The stress decreased and the countdowns began. Countdown to Disney, countdown to prom, and countdown to graduation. But as the countdowns came and went, we wished they hadn't. Disney had us begging for one more night, prom had us begging for one dance more, and now graduation has us saying, "What do you mean? It's all over." While our days in high school are over, the memories and experiences we take from this time we'll have forever. This next part I don't really have songs for, but I figured since no music award show is complete without its thank you speeches, this fits. I'd like to thank my family, my parents, Ellie, Nana and Barbara, Cody, Veronica, and Chloe, for supporting me, loving me unconditionally, and always pushing me to do my best. To my friends for always being there and giving me the best memories. To my teachers for pushing me to excel and getting me this far. To Mr. Worth, Miss Marish, and Miss Jones, especially, for teaching us lessons that we will take with us far beyond the classroom. And also a special thank you to all the people in the background, without whom this school would probably fall apart. To the administrators and school board who have worked so hard in ensuring the future of this high school. To the bus drivers for always getting us where we need to go and never complaining about our tone-deaf sing-alongs. Shout out to Eric for being the quickest in the game. The custodial staff for putting up with all of our crazy events. Seriously, thank you. And to Miss Dixon, who always willingly did anything and everything we asked of her, even though we took over her office every day. If there was anyone I forgot to thank, I'm sorry. I'm sure if we were in an award show, I'd be playing music and being kicked off the stage. So in closing, you earned it, class of 2016. You wouldn't be up there if it wasn't for all your hard work. Work, 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 work. I'll never forget you, and thank you for all the amazing memories. I encourage you all to pursue your wildest dreams, because you're worth it. While graduation seems like a bitter goodbye, it's more than that. It is a goodbye, but it also is a see you again, and most importantly, it's a hello to the rest of our lives. Thank you.
And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas. Members of the Board of Education, Ms. Teed and myself will present diplomas to the graduates at this time. Will Ms. Marsh please come to the podium?
Will row 1 please stand? Madeline Sheridan Doyle. Taylor Christine McQuaid. Emma Francis Miori. Kristen A. Costello. Sophia Therese Lonkar. Nicole Julia Rosillo. Samantha Elise Slayton. Will row 1 please be seated? Row 1, please rise. Isabel M. Mignano. Andrew Michael Hackett. Ron Christian G. Wansing. Harrison C. Vanderlee. Harrison Fu. Matthew Thomas Willens. Yanni Limberis. Will row 1 please be seated? Row 2 rise. Tara Marie Odell. Kyla Elizabeth Dolan. Taylor Diana Spivak. Daria Fatimi. Janya Squires. Row 2, please be seated. Row 2, rise. Matthew Anthony Labar. Tyler W. Bryan. Andrew Stephen Mahoney. Ryan John McKenna. Dylan Brian Lohmeyer. Gabriel P. Newby. Travis J. Jennings. Frederick D. Squires Jr. Will row 2 please be seated?
At this time, I would like all the graduates to please stand. You have satisfactorily completed the prescribed course of study for a high school diploma and have earned the right to move your tassel from the right side to the left side. Thank you, and be seated. Please join me in welcoming Ron Wansey, who will now deliver the farewell remarks.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know, my name is Ron Wansey, and I just have a few words for the class of 2016. Thank you, Mr. Schrammel, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to say a few words and embarrass myself. I've come to know all these people sitting behind me in my own little way. I'm glad I've gotten to know each and every one of you. Each of you definitely made my high school experience something to remember, and I hope you can say the same. Next year, not seeing your faces in the hallway is definitely going to be a huge change. I'm going to miss all the sayings, the inside jokes we have, the senior trips, and the memories we made. I don't think the speech is really expressing how I feel about each of you, and I made a little something on the side. I'll be reciting something called This Is Mine, and you'll see why in a second. Mr. Head, hit the beat. Mr. Schrammel let me rap, so please be prepared. I know he's getting anxious, try not to lose your hair. Is a thank you to the teachers for always being there. Now I can hit you up on Facebook, hope that you don't care. Hey yo, this is my boy Matt, he's got a voice like a saint. When he's hitting high notes, he makes the girls faint. Yeah, this my girl Isabel, natural behind the lens. Taught me how to play Dominion, also about X-Men. This my boy Tyler, yeah we both like the ball. We've been kicking it hard since we were 4 feet tall. This my girl Kristen, where your chicken nuggets go. Trade him in for a salad and that gold gym flow. Yeah, this my boy Ryan, Ryan Mack is the name. Baseball is a sport, easy money is the game. This my girl Emma, came to prom with me, but we ain't done yet. I'll see her at UB. Yeah, my boy Gabe, kid can fly a plane, always talking about cars, man, you driving us insane. This my girl Nicole, her laugh is contagious, taking all my dares at Disney, man, that was outrageous. This my boy Travis, and Monopoly's pretty cheap, but he's got a nice car, he's got a nice Jeep. This my girl Sam, biggest flirts are the best, Miss Prom for golf ball, where was Kanye West? This my boy Andrew, he's the master on the keys, joined the lounge squad after ditching RCC. This my girl Taylor, cross country, know she's got a race. When you're at Colgate, I'll need some extra toothpaste. This my girl Tara, she's a sister to the crew. Cook a meal, drive around while she's jamming out to views. Yeah, now before I go on, there's 2 people to mention for always advising, pushing us in right directions. This my girl Miss Marish, I'm a pain when she's teaching. Can you blame me though? Sounds like she's just preaching. Yeah, you know I'm joking, we're as tight as can be. You see me rapping up here, aren't you a little proud of me? This is considered poetry, aren't you surprised? I'm out here spitting fire, making y'all laugh and cry. This is my boy Mr. Worth, you could say he's sick in math. If you don't know Satoka, you could soon feel his wrath. You'll chill with us at Disney, bought me a hush puppy. Hey Rachel, how are you? Oh, that was pretty funny. His son can spit fire, hope you can agree. But watch out, the apple don't fall far from the tree. This my girl Daria, always sweet and kind. You hear her voice once and wanna hit rewind. This my boy Andrew, my dude since day one. You in an arcade game, swallowing quarters for fun. Yeah, this my boy Matt, last name Labar. Most anxious to graduate, man, look where we are. This my girl Taylor, when she's drawing, don't bother. She'll get as upset as Luke, I am your father. This my boy Harrison, takes the couches in bed, always sleeping the lounge, man, you look kinda dead. Yeah, this my girl Kyla, she says Maine is fire, but her storytelling skills leave something to desire. This my boy Freddie, 6'6" on the dot, pass the dude a basketball, he's always hitting the shot. Yeah, this my girl Janya, Freddie is a twin, future nurse in the house, ESU for the win. This my boy Dylan, we were captains cause we're ballers, his go-to quote is, can I borrow $1? Hey yo, Maddie, we killed prom and queen, king and queen, but now you're on the top of class 2016. This is my boy Yanni, he's a Greek guy, works at Davis Sports Shop, catching fish on the rod. This is my girl Sophia, she was at RCC for the year, but you're still part of the family, cause you're sitting right here. This is my boy Harrison, his jokes are pretty great, we're rhyming Pee Wee 7, Pee Wee 8. I need some water. I think I got everyone. Anyone got something to say?
You got yourself, Wante. Should have been my son up here dropping these verses. Nervous is an understatement. Heart attack, alert the nurses. But I'll do my best, yeah, I'll give it a try. As I say things about this crazy guy. Ron is my boy, he loves to win, that's a fact. And the varsity team was named team captain. Einstein was the father of calculus. Ron's well known as the father of calculus. Ron's lightweight when he's in the rap ring, but when it comes to prom, best know he's the king. But enough about Ron, you know the end grows near. Thanks to you, it's been a really great year. You're the class of 2016, and that's a fact. I'm gonna flip that. The year is 2016, and you're a class act.
Wow. I don't know if I can top that. Alright, now it's over. I wish we could restart. All the memories that we made, I'll keep them in my heart. I'm leaving here a legend, 3-time captain, 2 crown. Trammell said no mic drop, so I'ma gently put it down.
Thank you very much. Very talented. At this point in time, I would like the faculty to exit the stage. Yes. Here you are, you all stand here alone. In parting, I'd like to leave you with a quote and a gift from the faculty. As you depart, a faculty member will have a book for you entitled, "Oh, the Places You Go" from Dr. Seuss. Inside, you'll find a special message from the faculty members you identified as having made an impact on your life. Remember again, missing the little things is easy if you don't stop to listen and look around once in a while. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know, and you are the person who'll decide where to go. At this time, the students please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of George F. Baker High School, class of 2016.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you.